I am so sick of cold calling today.
Dakota, let's go door knocking. In this video today, we're going to show you how to use DealMachine to find those houses for you to door knock and give you scenarios of actual door knocking objections. Let's dive in. Hey, before you do anything else, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Ow. So today I'm actually going to assign a route for Dakota to go door knocking, but this is the same steps you're going to go through for yourself. So because I have List Builder, I'm actually gonna go into there, I'm gonna build a list, and I'm going to go over the area we're in right now. So I'm gonna zoom out, start drawing, boop, 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 boop. Perfect. I actually want to look for, all right, we're going to do sale date is going to be, I want it to be over 5 years, because you never know. Actually, Dakota,
Go ahead.
let's do over 10 years.
Okay.
I'm gonna do over 10 years. I'm going to do absentee owner. And I actually am looking forward to this, and I'm not gonna do vacant because if we're door knocking, I kind of want someone to be there. So I want absentee owner, but then I can ask the tenants for the landlord's information or like get more about the house.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go absentee owner, sold over 10 years ago. Going to save. Okay, how many houses we got? 27. I think that's a good amount for you to drive.
Pretty good list.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. I always put on the smart list. You can check out more about building a list in this video here or in the description below. But smart list is going to basically auto update every week for me to take in, take out leads that do not fit this criteria. But I'm making this list for Dakota to go door knock. I'm going to press drive this list. And then I'm going to assign this to Dakota. And it's going to be due today because he's tired of cold calling. Now, this is just how you assign a task. I'll go back to show you how you yourself can actually drive this. So today is going to be there, confirm. Now I'm gonna put door knock these leads and add updates. So I'm gonna create that task for Dakota.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna view my new task. There we go. And now I can select start driving and it will navigate me to each one of those leads. Nice thing too is it tells me how many properties I have to drive there on the left side or have to go to, and then about how long it might take to go to each one of those. Now it'll take a little bit longer if I'm actually gonna go and door knock, but it gives me a good estimation of how much time it might take.
All right, now if you're doing this for yourself, I want you to know that you can do this as well. I'm just gonna go back to the map tab and say I start driving. I'm going to do a planned route mode, an existing list, and I'm gonna do that right here and just click on that route and it's gonna start when we start driving. All right, Dakota.
Time to drive?
Time to drive.
Let's do it. All right, let's go knock on a door. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds because they may be doing something else. And if they don't answer, we're gonna do one more. And if it doesn't seem like they're gonna come to the door, I'm going to put a little door hanger on there. And that way they have my information, they have my name, and they can give me a call back once they get that. This does happen. Not everyone's going to open up the door for you, but it's still a good idea to leave some contact information so that when they do open their door the next time or walk up to it, they'll see it and should be able to give you a call off of that. Summer, thank you for answering the door. Are you interested in selling your home? No, I'm just kidding. You're fine. All right, so we've left it. Now we are going to mark it in DealMachine. I've opened up a lead that I've added, and you can see here the second custom field that we have is door hangers. So I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna select Post-it Absentee, click Done and the check mark, And now that is marked in the system. So now when Elise goes through or I go through and I'm trying to filter the leads to figure out who we posted, who we left a note for, and who we actually got in touch with, we have all of that information. Let's go to the next one. On to the next one.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm so sorry, I can't hear you. Do you mind opening the door a little bit?
No, I do not feel comfortable opening the door. What do you want?
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not soliciting anything. I just, honestly, I was driving by your house and, you know, I noticed it. I'm actually really interested in it. I didn't know if you had a chance or if you were interested in maybe discussing, you know, what's going on with your house and if maybe there's anything I can do to help. I noticed you got maybe a couple things that need to be fixed.
I don't own this house. I rent. I don't own it.
Oh, you don't own the house?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Again, I can barely hear you. Do you mind opening the door just a little bit?
No.
Okay, well that's fine. So do you have any information maybe for the owner that I can reach out to them?
I can ask them if they want to contact you. I don't feel comfortable giving their information out though.
Well, yeah, no, totally. I completely understand that. You know, I know you don't directly own the property, so I'll tell you what. I will leave my card in the mailbox. My name is Dakota Allen. Just let your landlord know that, you know, I'd love to hear from him. And, you know, I'll just follow up next week to make sure that everything got through and
To see if you need any additional information from me. Have a nice day.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for opening the door. I'm Dakota.
No.
Okay. Okay, so that was scenario 2. Sometimes they're not always going to open up the door, and that's fine. You know, if you can have a conversation through the door, have a conversation through the door. But like you saw at the end there, you know, just say, hey, I'll get you my information. I'll come follow up next week. And if they're not going to open the door, just don't give them a chance to say anything back to you. That way you can actually come and follow up next week. And, you know, maybe that will entice them enough to actually get in touch with their landlord and pass along your information, and you'll get a call before then. So let's go on to the next one and see what happens. Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What do you want? Are you selling something?
I'm not selling anything. I'm so sorry. My name's Dakota Allen. Nice to meet you. You are?
Summer.
Summer, do you own this home?
I do.
You do? That's awesome. Well, hey, I'm a local real estate investor. I was actually just walking by and I saw your property. I'm really interested. Do you know, have any interest in selling it, or have you ever thought about that?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Well, I would love to, you know, if you have a little bit of time, just kind of talk to you about the process and let you know what I'm able to offer you. I think there's definitely something we'd be able to work out for you if you're interested in that.
Why would you want to buy my house?
Well, there are a couple things that I noticed on it, right? I think you live in a phenomenal neighborhood. And honestly, I noticed there were a couple things that might need to be fixed. Like, you know, your roof may need a little bit of work to it, and that can get really, really expensive, you know? And I think there may be a way that I could work out a deal for you where we can get you a great offer on this house. You don't have to do any of those repairs, and we would be able to, you know, maybe help you get into something new.
I don't know. This sounds kind of shady.
Sounds shady?
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, I get that a lot, but let me promise you, I've done tons of deals in this area. I'm in a larger network of real estate investors. I would love to send you more information on it, and maybe if we can set up a time to meet, I can come through, maybe take a look at the inside as well. I wanna make sure that I can put together the best offer that I can for you, and then we can go from there.
Well, what are houses going for in this neighborhood?
To be honest, it really does vary. You know, I'm sure you understand that the market is a little crazy right now, and there are a couple things that need to be done that may actually restrict your property from being able to list on the market, you know? So I wanna make sure that I can get you the best offer that fits within what you're looking to accomplish to really help you in whatever you're looking to achieve.
What would stop it from being listed?
Well, so there's some damage with the roof, right? And I mean, if you were moving, right, if we were able to work out a deal and you're gonna move on to a next place, would you wanna buy a house that has roof damage?
No.
Probably not, right? right? So you're going to look for something that has some newer things. And again, that's why just from the outside, I think there's a great opportunity here. If you've ever thought about moving or you're interested in maybe getting out of this situation, again, I know things can get costly when you start to add up repairs and to fix things to get it to a point that, you know, you might want it to be at. Whereas we might be able to make you an offer where you'd be able to move into something that's newer, that's completely fixed up, and you don't have to worry about it. Are you from the area?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Do you have family that lives here?
Yes.
Are they here or are they kind of spread out a
They're
little bit?
spread out a little bit.
Okay, awesome. Well, I mean, this may give you an opportunity to move closer to some of your family even too, you know? Especially now that people are able to go out and start doing things more often, that may be of a benefit to you.
Well, how do I know, like, before I would do anything, I want to know more about you.
Yeah.
So that I can, you know, trust your business.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name's Dakota Allen. Like I said, I'm a local real estate investor. I've lived in Indianapolis my entire life. I've actually was born in Noblesville. So I grew up a little on the north side, but I'm really familiar with this downtown area. We've done several deals down here and they've actually gone really, really well. We've helped a lot of the owners move into new situations or, you know, get money to go on a vacation that they wanted to go on. You know, again, things are opening up. People are looking to do more things outside. And so we're able to help families, you know, create that that space to be able to do that, to be able to accomplish that.
Could I talk to somebody that you've worked with before?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can get you in touch with a few of the people that I've worked with in the past, and you know, if you're looking for referrals, I'm happy to provide that information for you.
Yeah, I think I would want that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might be interested, but I definitely want to talk to somebody first.
Of course, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, how about we do this? If I can get your contact information, maybe phone number, email, I can send you some of that stuff. And when would be a good time next week? Maybe I can come by and take a closer look.
I don't know. I need to look at my calendar. I'll give you my phone number.
Okay.
And but I want you to give me the reference first.
Yeah.
So that I can call them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so what's a good day for follow-up then? I want to make sure that I can catch you in a time that
How
you're available.
about, same day next week, next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday,
Yeah.
does around
I'm off on Tuesday, so.
11:30 work for a phone
Yeah,
call?
That's great.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll plan to email you some of this stuff by this weekend. That way you can do some research while you have some time off, and then, you know, I'll follow up with you next Tuesday and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Great.
Sounds good.
Summer, thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a great rest of your
Thank
day.
you.
All right, perfect. So I think that was pretty successful. We got some good information. So what I'm gonna do now is to make sure that I do not forget, I'm gonna go into DealMachine, add a new task, what needs to be done. Follow up with Summer. I'm gonna assign it to myself. My due date is going to be, we talked about next week. So next week, 7 days from now is the 12th. We're gonna confirm the date and I'm gonna provide some more information. Call Summer to discuss references and I do know how to spell references and next steps. All right, we'll create the task. Takes a couple seconds. Then perfect. We've got that notification, October 12th, follow up with Summer. That will remind me on that day. We will get that task knocked out, and then hopefully we will continue down the path towards a deal with Summer. So that's all we have to do. Hello, DealMachine fam. I'm here with my friend Elise.
We've already been here.
I know. Okay, you can start. Elise, would you like to wrap this up?
Yes, Dakota, I think you did a great job, especially at the last one, of showing how to figure out why they want to sell and really playing to that and really trying to find that pain, if there is any motivation.
That's the thing, right? If we walk through each scenario, the first one, someone is not going to answer the door every single time, right? But you still want to leave your information so that they get in touch with you. Because you didn't talk to them, you don't know what's going on behind the door or whatever's happening in their own life. So if they have a way to reach out to you, that's the best thing to do. You want to leave contact information, right? In the second scenario, not everyone's going to open up the door, you know? And so even in that scenario, make sure they have your contact information, and especially, and I always think this is incredibly important, when you are talking to someone, make sure that you set up a time to follow up. You know, say, hey, I'll be back next week on this day at this time, right? They know when to expect you. They know when you're going to show up, and then actually do that. Make sure you show up on that day at that time. And then, you know, even if they're a little worried at the beginning, then they'll begin to trust, like, oh, okay, this person, they came the first time, they're going to show up again, and then they're going to show up again after that, right? And just continue to be present around that property to give yourself the best chance of getting in touch with the owner or trying to close the deal. And then the third scenario is a tough one, right? Not everyone's going to be happy to see you. People are going to be thrown off. They could be a little cautious, and that's okay. It's going to happen. You want to make sure that you answer their questions, but like I always say in the wholesaling training that we give on Wednesdays and Fridays, subtle plug, but I always say, you want to try and remember what your goal is. In the goal when you're door knocking, you're just trying to, give what you're able to offer them, discuss your value proposition, and then try and get a time to follow up, right? You'll notice if you go back and rewatch that, we always try and come back to when's a good day and a good time for me to come back and follow up with you and take a look at the property, right? The other thing that I think is worth mentioning as well in that scenario is not everyone's going to come right out and just say, hey, I want to move, or hey, I'm looking to do this with the money that I might be able to get. So if you can try and talk through a couple things that they may want to do, even if they have no idea what they're looking to do at that moment with the money that they may have, they will start to think about those things, right? Oh, well, maybe I do want to go on a vacation. Maybe I do want to move closer to family. And the next time that you go and follow up, they'll be thinking about that as you're talking to them, and it can make that second step go a little smoother. And then you do always want to remember and put the notes of what happened in DealMachine so that when you go to follow up the next time, okay, we discussed this, we talked about that, I want to make sure I follow up on this. Oh, she's got family that's here, in this area. Next time I talk to her, I'll figure out where they live, and start to build that rapport and build that trust with the owner.
Yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed and learned a lot about also how to use DealMachine in this process with you, so that way you keep track of all the information like Dakota just mentioned, and also that you're not forgetting to follow up with people. Set those tasks, put those things in of what kind of things you leave, like we were doing with the door hangers. That way you can also track everything. So we'd love to hear if you have any comments or suggestions. Maybe there's a different way you would have handled some of these situations. Could you please put them in the comments below? We will get back to them, and we would love your input and feedback, and also any suggestions of other videos you would like to see here on our YouTube channel to help you in your real estate investing journey with us here at DealMachine. But as always, as we say here, happy deal finding.
And now we come to the back door, and here I am.